Hello guys, welcome to Study for Civil Services. In this video we will see NCERT Class 9 Geography Chapter 5 solutions, all the question and answers of NCERT which are very important for all the exams and especially for UPSC and Civil Services. So we have already covered all the important points and summaries of this NCERT Class 9 Geography Chapter 5, that is Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. And in this video we will see all the question and answers. So first question was that why are southern slopes in Himalaya region covered with thick vegetation as compared to the northern slopes of the same hills? So the reason is that northern slopes are at higher altitude and have low temperature and snow covered. And snow cover is actually the hindrance to the natural vegetation, and that is why it does not allow much vegetation. But in the southern parts of the hills, there are plains and valleys which are watered by rivers and with fertile soil and pleasant temperature levels. So all these all are the required conditions which are very suitable for the dense growth of vegetation. So that is why southern slopes have very thick vegetation. Then second question is why the western slopes of Western Ghats covered with thick forest. The simple reason is that westward facing slopes receive much more rainfall than the eastwards facing slopes, and that is why the Western Ghats are considerably wetter than the dry Deccan to the east, because southwest monsoon directly collide with the western slopes of the Western Ghats, and that is why most of the moisture will be poured over that region only in the western slopes, and that is why they will be having more rainfall, and that is why they will be having more thick forest. And these type of forests are known as tropical evergreen forest. We've already discussed all these things in the chapter video. Now the objective exercises, to which of the following types of vegetation rubber belongs to tropical evergreen? So first answer will be D. Chincona trees are found in the areas. Chincona are the actually tropical evergreen species, so it will be the rainfall would be needed is more than 200 centimeter, but here only 100 meter. 100 centimeter is given, so answer would be more than 100 centimeter. Then Simplipal bioreserve is found in the Odisha. Then there are 9 bioreserves which are included in the world network of bioreserve, and Manas is not included in that list. We will see in this video all the 18 bioreserves of India as well as the 9 bioreserves of India which is included in the world network of the bioreserve. Now the second question was to define an ecosystem. Ecosystem means it comprise of plants, animals, or any other living beings which exist interdependently and interrelated to each other in their physical environment for the supply of material as well as the energy exchange. So for the material exchange as well as the energy exchange, there will be an ecosystem which comprise of plants and animals which exist interdependently and interrelated to each other. Now what factors are responsible for the distribution of plants and animals in India? Various factors like the temperature along with humidity in the air, precipitation and nature of the soil, then variation in sunlight because of the variations in latitude and height above the sea level, and season and duration of the day in any specific region. Then amount of rainfall is another factor. Then soil conditions, then relief conditions like land, then mountains, plateaus, and plains are other factors. Now, what is a bioreserve? Give two examples. Bioreserve are actually made or intended to protect and conserve the diverse flora and fauna found within the country. And in these reserves, every plant and animal species is protected in its natural form. And the first bioreserve come up at the tri-junction of the state of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka in 1986, and its name is Nilgiri Bioreserve. And 2 years later, another biosphere was set up at the Nanda Devi in the Uttarakhand. or two animals having habitat in different type of vegetations. We have collected two plants and two animals from all the major types of vegetations found in the India. First major type is tropical rainforest or tropical evergreen. So plants found is are the rosewood and ebony, and then animals found are elephant and monkey. Then tropical deciduous, which is found in the most of the part of India. Plants are found as teak and sal. Then animals are lion and tiger. Then third is the thorn forest. Plants are palms and acacia. Animals are rats and rabbits. Then fourth one is the temperate forest. Plants are oak and chestnut. Animals are york and wild sheep. And then alpine and tundra vegetation. Plants are pines and silver fir. And animals are the snow leopard and york, and sometimes in red panda also. Now distinguish between flora and fauna. Flora means the plant of particular region, and fauna means the species of animals found in a region. Then tropical evergreen and deciduous forest. See, tropical evergreen means they found in the areas which having rainfall greater than 200 centimeter in an year. For example, Western Ghats, Andaman Nicobar, then Lakshadweep, then some parts of the Northeast India, upper parts of Assam and Meghalaya. And here trees can reach heights up to 60 meter in these forests. Vegetation is luxuriant and there is no definite time for the trees to shed leaves, and a large number of species exist together in such forest. And important trees in the tropical evergreen forest are ebony, mahogany, rosewood, rubber, and cinchona. Then tropical deciduous, they are spread over the region where the rainfall ranges between the 70 to 200 centimeter annually. And these tropical deciduous forests can further be classified into two types, that is the tropical moist deciduous and tropical dry deciduous, depending on the rainfall. For the moist, the rainfall will be 200 to 100 centimeter, and then for the dry it will be 70 to 100 centimeter. And in the dry summer, these type of trees, the trees in the tropical deciduous forest, they shed their leaves for 6 to 8 weeks for the conservation of the water. And commercially important wood is found in these forests like teak and sal. And important teak trees are the teak, sal, and shisham. Now, different type of vegetation found in India, and describe the vegetation of high latitudes. Different type of vegetation. We've already told you that tropical rainforest or evergreen, tropical deciduous, then thorn forest, then temperate forest, then alpine and tundra vegetation. All these are found in the mountain forest. Now, higher altitude vegetation are the temperate and you know uh, alpine and tundra vegetation. And alpine vegetation is found at places having more than 3,600 meter in height, and the trees common to alpine vegetation are the silver fir, junipers, pines, and birches. And trees get stunted as they reach the snow line. And there are shrubs and scrubs also that ultimately merge into the alpine grasslands. And tundra vegetation is limited to lichens and mosses. Then quite a few species of plants and animals are endangered because the main reason of for the extinction of certain species of plants is excessive commercialization, and because of their commercial value of each and every stuff like skin, fur, these types of other things. And plant species are endangered as more lands are being cleared for factories, housing, residential areas, colonies, and roads. Then pollution of air, water, and soil adds to the danger of the natural vegetation, and animal species are getting extinct because of the hunting, poaching, invasion of alien species, and then commercial exploitation of the forest lands. All these are the reasons. Now, why has India rich heritage of flora and fauna? Because geographically our country has a wide range of physical, climatic, and soil conditions. Various types of mountains, peninsula, then plains, plateaus are present, and that is why a lot of relief, land, climate, a lot of climate, and a lot of various type of soils. And also our tradition of respecting all forms of life has contributed to the preservation of plants and animals species over the centuries. So this is the end of this chapter and solution of all the Question and answer given in the NCERT class 9 chapter 5 geography. Now we'll see the 18 type of biosphere reserves of India. See, India is having, Indian government has established around 18 biosphere reserve of India in India, and the name is that first biosphere reserve was the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, and it lies in the states of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka. And then second was the Nanda Devi. It lies in the Uttarakhand. Then Gulf of Mannar. It lies in the Tamil Nadu coast. Then special properties that dugong or sea cow is present in this Gulf of Mannar. Then fourth is the No Creek. It lies in the Garo Hills in the Meghalaya. Red panda is present here. Then fifth is the Sundarban. It lies in the West Bengal in the parts of deltas of Ganga and Brahmaputra river system. Royal Bengal tiger is present here. Sixth is the Manas. It lies in the Assam, and golden langur and red panda is present here. Then Simplipal in the Odisha. The Gaur Royal Bengal tiger elephant is present here. Then the Dibang. It lies in the Arunachal Pradesh in the eastern Himalaya. Then Panchmari Biosphere Reserve in the Madhya Pradesh region, and giant squirrel and flying squirrel is present here. Then Achanakmar, then Amarkantak Biosphere Reserve. It established in the 2005 in the Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh region in the Maikala Hills, and various types of species are four on antelope, then Indian wildlife, wild dog, then Sarus crane and white-rummed vulture. Then in 2008, Great Rhino of Kutch was established as a biosphere reserve in the Gujarat region, and here Indian wildlife is found. In 2009, cold desert of Himachal Pradesh has been established as biosphere reserve, and snow leopard is found there. Then Kanchenjunga is established in 2000. In the Sikkim, near snow leopard and red panda is found. Then 2001, Agastya Malai Biosphere Reserve is set up by the government of India in the Kerala and Tamil Nadu region. Here Nilgiri, Tar and Elibet are found. Then in 1989 also Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve has been set up in the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Here saltwater crocodile is found. Then 16 Biosphere Reserve was set up in the Dibru-Sakhova region of the Assam. Here golden langur is found. Then 2010 Srisachalam Hills, which is quite in the news, which is in the Andhra Pradesh. And then Panna Biosphere Reserve is established in the Madhya Pradesh in the catchment area of Ken River, and here tiger, cheetal, chinkara, sambar and cloth bear. So the first biosphere reserve set up by the government of India is Nilgiri Biosphere in the 1986, and the most recent biosphere reserve which has been established by government of India is this one, is the Panna, which is set up in the Madhya Pradesh region. The most recent biosphere reserve is the Panna, and the first biosphere reserve set up by the government of India is the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. And even you can see this map also is actually presenting the sum of the man and biosphere reserve present in India. Out of 18, actually 9 are included in the MAB list of the world, that is the man and biosphere reserve world reserve list. So these 9 are the Nanda Devi, then this Sundarban, Nilgiri, then Gulf of Mannar, and there are 5 more. So there are actually 9 of the 18 biosphere reserve are the part of the world network of biosphere reserve based on the UNESCO Man and Biosphere program list. So out these 9 are the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, which is in the Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka, and then Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve is in the Tamil Nadu, then Sundarban Biosphere Reserve in the West Bengal, Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve in the Uttarakhand, then Nokrek Biosphere Reserve in the Meghalaya, Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve in the Madhya Pradesh, then Simplipal Biosphere Reserve in the Odisha, Achanakmar and Amarkantak Biosphere Reserve in the Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and then Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve in the Andaman and Nicobar. So these nine are the part of the UNESCO Man and Biosphere program list, and there are 18 biosphere reserved in the India. So there is no way actually you need to cramp all these 18 because these can be asked in the match the following question in the UPSC. So this is the end of this chapter 5, that is Natural Vegetation and Wildlife of India of the NCERT class 9th. So please like, share and subscribe our channel Study for Civil Services for more updates. Thank you for listening.